Good morning. Happy Monday. Hope you had an awesome weekend. Well, it's been an interesting start to the day. There was some scuttlebutt that made it sound like after all the indices had hit new highs, the Dow and the Nasdaq and the S&P, that maybe things were going to pull back because overall it sort of feels like what's going on to celebrate. Yes, interest rates went down 0.25%. Maybe they will go down another 0.25%, next month or the month after that, and then maybe another before the end of the year. It's not like that. It's something to get super duper excited about. There's not a whole lot more that's going on that is super exciting. It's sort of like now that they're at the highs, are they going to pull back a little bit or what is happening? And so the scuttlebutt this morning was this carpet here was really red, solid. There really wasn't any green. And so you can see the Dow opened way down and then has now started climbing. It's still negative by $45. The Nasdaq, on the other hand, has started down and it started recovering right away, pretty quickly. Went positive and is now rising up $58. There are a few over here. You can see Apple, Oracle, Tesla, Johnson and Johnson, American Express, and Visa that are green and have brought things up. The S&P was negative, started rising, kind of went flat right here below the zero line, and now has gone positive. The Russell, like the Dow, is still negative, started down, and then it quickly went up with strength, hit the zero line, and now has pulled back again a little bit. It is down the lowest percent, and the Nasdaq is up the highest percent. But there is just a lot of volatility and the market is kind of questioning and saying, okay, what is going on? What is the big picture? How do things really feel? Is the overall market strong enough to just keep inching higher? Do we need to have a pullback? What is the bigger picture? And a lot of it is still based on tariffs, and there's been decisions about like Visa and I don't know, all of those kinds of things that seem to be influencing the market and what the big picture will be. And I don't feel like I have 100% answer. That one of the things that we have done is to, particularly within the services, is to start trading shorter time frame charts. And once we get into a trade and we earn 25, 30, 35, 40% profit in a day or two or three, it's like, thank you very much. And we step back and say, that is so much more beneficial or the way to handle it, because tomorrow there could be some little news, there could be some little shift, some little change, and the next thing you know, the market is down 300 points, 500 points, and it's like, holy cow. Yesterday I was profitable and now I'm at a loss. That doesn't make any sense. And why didn't I take profit then? And so that's kind of what we are doing, is that we are looking at the patterns, we're following the news, we're getting into trades when it is justified to do so. And then as soon as we have a sufficient amount of profit and it looks like, ooh, maybe we, what should we do? Yeah, maybe we should consider taking it. That is what we are doing. And we are closing the trade and just backing away and saying, thank you very much. So I brought a chart up here that we could look at real quick. This is the NASDAQ, and this is a daily chart. And you can see here on the CCI, which is the Channel Commodity Index, this is a very easy indicator to look at. That it's one of the very basic indicators that I put on my chart. Put here. And when it creates a green fin like that, that is bullish. Down below the zero line, when it's down here, that is bearish. And so you can see that these candles, there are some red ones where it has 2 days down here, a day down there. The black ones started higher, ended lower. But it has been rising. And the EMAs are in uptrending order. And when we come down here, the next thing we look at is the PPO. Where is it? And it is to the upside. So that is sharing that at the moment, overall, things are still bullish. It has crossed above R3 here, and will it pull back? Maybe. It's hard to know. So this is the overall general picture of what is going on, but it does not mean that there could it be a change and have this now that it has gotten above R3, which is like a top line for the month, that it might not pull back and have a couple days or a little bit where it drops down here and then maybe heads back up again. So we overall are just watching day to day to day, and as we profit, we are taking it and saying thank you very much, and then watching and looking and then moving on to the next trade. All right, well, I hope you have a great, great week, and I will talk to you next Monday. Take care.